Hi, everyone. For this week, we're going to be talking about a great tool called Edpuzzle. So for the past couple weeks, we really focused on study skills. And I chose that, as the start of this course because students with special needs just tend to really have a difficult time studying. Moving forward, the next 2 weeks are going to be focusing on video tools. So how can you take tools where you're creating videos and apply them to your classroom? So this week, Edpuzzle is just that. It's a video tool where you can either create your own video or you can choose from a library of videos. And rather than just showing the video, you can add assessment questions throughout the video and really wherever you want. You can choose exactly where you would want the video to pause, the assessment question to enter. You can also allow students, or I should say you can stop students from fast forwarding, right? You can see who watched the video and you can see all of their answers. So why would you need this, right? So of course you could show Edpuzzle in the classroom rather than just showing a video on the smartboard. You can have each student watch the video individually and answer assessment questions. If you do that, you do need, or I would suggest that the students have earbuds. However, where I think the magic happens with Edpuzzle is if you want to try a concept called flipping your classroom. Flipping your classroom is essentially taking the traditional method being you start off the class with a small lecture introducing your topic. So let's say you want to introduce how to convert decimals into fractions, right? You would start the lesson by saying, here's how you convert decimal into fractions, right? You would show that on the board or in whatever way that you normally would. You would model some answers or some questions, and then you would leave a small amount of class time for work time. And that's where the students would actually practice converting decimals into fractions, right? And that's when you're going to work with them. And that's where they're really going to apply their knowledge. What if you change that and did it in a flipped way? What that means is instead of taking the lecture portion of your class or the modeling portion of your class and doing that in front of the kids, what if you assign that for homework? And if you assign that for homework, you could do that with an Edpuzzle. You can choose an Edpuzzle that is like perfect for you, right? Because you're either going to create your video or you're going to choose from a library. So find a video on exactly how to convert decimal into fractions and assign that to the students. Throughout the video, insert questions, insert assessment questions so that you can see exactly if they understand the video or not, okay? Then, before class starts, take a look at the report. You can see who watched the video, you can see who didn't. You can see who gets that lesson and who is struggling and needs help. So before your lesson even begins, you know exactly who needs help with the lesson and who understands it. So once the class starts, instead of starting from scratch and starting with the lecture, you go straight into work time. So instead of only having, let's say, 20 minutes of work time, you can have 40 minutes of work time. The students come in, they can come in with questions or not. You can say, okay, student A, B, C, D, you can sit here, you can go straight to work time, you're ready to practice this. And then you can say, student, E, F, G, you guys need some help, so I'm going to sit with you over here. And then you can reteach those students who really need to be retaught while the other students go straight to work. Okay, there's a lot of research on flipped classroom. There's a lot of materials out there. I didn't want this whole week to be on the flipped classroom, so I provided you with some resources. But if you're interested in the topic, just do a Google search and you can find a whole bunch of stuff on it. So again, this is Edpuzzle. You can use it to assess videos. You can use it in class, but I highly encourage you to try the flipped method. People are going to say, oh, well, what if they don't do their homework? Well, what if they don't do their paper homework, right? If they don't watch my flip video, then they're not ready for work time. They're going to go sit in the corner and they're going to watch the video and then they can join the work time. And that gets old and tiring and, kids don't really want to have to do that. So give it a try. I am interested to see your thoughts on the flip classroom and to see what you can come up with. So any questions, reach out to me. Thank you.